Well, you know, you know how they call her various names. Like catcher, etc. of various liquids. Never mind. By the way, I recently saw one clip of a UK policeman coming into some guy's house and arresting him for comments on Facebook, which is yeah. Which is wild. But at the same time, we have the same thing in Belarus, but it's much worse because it's not about police, it's about the other organization. So, and what's the word? I forgot the word. And consequences is much worse than just police visiting your house, because you can end up not in jail but in prison. So it's not it's not temporary. It could drastically change your life in very bad way, forever. By the way, speaking of Thatcher and other UK politicians, I had this idea for a meme with King Charles, I think you call him. So, as you know, there was a TV program in UK about some cartoon cat who taught kids basic, rules of life, like what you should do, etc. It's called Charlie Says. So this sample of Charlie Says, always tell your mommy before you're going out somewhere, was used by The Prodigy on their first single. So I was thinking about editing footage of your king talking something and adding this clip from Prodigy, and then making some kind of 3D model of King Charles and making him dance to the Prodigy. But it's a lot of work. So when the acid electronic thing going on in the song, he dancing like crazy in my head. But I don't know how to properly animate it, and not very experienced with 3D. Yeah. Yeah, I know about that. But I never listened to them, but I heard those clips that, follows the same formula, like using some cartoon, pitching it up, and etc., etc. I think I heard about Urban Hype, but I'm not sure, because I only heard it in some video essay on YouTube. I just realized I should have add, you know, the chat on the video, but I don't know how to do that properly. Trip to Trumpton? Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna, you know, write that down. Just not to forget about it. Also, I just realized that I probably should have, you know, read your messages the whole time, but I barely move my tongue, to be honest. It's very unusual for me to speak at all, especially in different language. Yeah, early prodigy is fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so the only thing I'm keep thinking about right now is like the whole thing with me, this stream, this camera, me talking is very awkward, and I don't know, should I keep on streaming, or I don't know how should we, you know, continue talking, or because I don't mind talking to you, I just don't know if I should do that on stream. Well, I discovered all of those genres very late. Well, not exactly late. It's like somewhere around 2006, 2008, because, you know, I'm not a cool kid. I don't have an internet. I don't have a lot of information sources. So a lot of good stuff just passed me by. Like the wonderful band called The Tea Party. It's a Canadian band. Or the Birthday Massacre. Even though I discovered them somewhere around 2010, I think it would be much cooler if I discovered their 2007 album much earlier, because if I had a chance to listen that in 2007, I would be so much happier. By the way, it's a gift, because, you know, I can't actually afford the whole shipping thing. It's very expensive for me. So, big thanks to the guy who gifted it to me. Fucking hell. Happy hardcore. Well, I have listened to Scooter, you know, German dance thing. Yeah, that's the good thing about music. Well, maybe except for some very strange things, like I don't know, funk, like, you know, something that doesn't sound like a lot of effort was put into it. Also, I have the first major release by the Tea Party. It's 1993 album called Splendor Solis. I also have their previous album, The Ocean at the End. It's very good, but it's a very bad edition. It's basically an envelope made of cardboard, and it's all fucked up. I don't know. It's too expensive for the fucking cardboard envelope. I think. I feel like I kind of, you know, scammed. I never heard of them. Pleasure Dome. Well, let's hope my fantasy won't fixate on those words. Ultra Beat, well, maybe in some video essays explaining it, like what it is. Also, the latest album of Frontline Assembly, Mechanical Soul. Their latest soundtrack for the game Air Mech, which is the second part of the soundtrack, called War Mech. And it's the last album with Jeremy Inkel on it, because, well, he died, unfortunately, at the age of 34, I guess. He forgot his, how do you call it, his asthma thing, you know, the inhalator. He forgot it at home and he died. Another album by Frontline Assembly, Epitaph. It's 2001 album, classic, very good. My favorite track is Insolence. Highly recommend. Oh, I already wrote that down. God fucking damn it, my grammar is so bad. Also, I recently bought used disc of Filter's third album called The Amalgamate. It's a strange word, like amalgamation and gamut smashed together. It doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it stutters, and I can't make a digital rip of it at all. It just goes on for like 6 hours of trying, and then my whole computer just hangs dead. By the way, The Amalgamate, I think it's the last album of Filter, which was like really good. Also, it's like the golden standard of 2000s alternative metal, alternative rock music. It's a project of Richard Patrick, who is the little brother of younger brother of Robert Patrick, who is famous for X-Files and Terminator 2. You know, the liquid guy. And speaking of games, I finally bought super overpriced, but in very good condition, third game in the Stalker series, which is Call of Pripyat. So I have like the whole collection. That's the first game, that's the prequel, and that's 15 years later I finally bought it. 15 years later. I couldn't afford it in 2009, 2010, and then my life just went, well, you know, sideways, I guess. Also, I have a licensed copy of Half-Life 1 Anthology, but it's kind of... It's like I have the disc and I have the game, but I don't have the game on, you know, I can't access it from this disc because some moron hijacked the code from this disc. I never gave it to anyone in my life. I just gave it to my friend to hold it in his hands back in 2008, right? And since it was connected to Steam, and I didn't know what the Steam is, and when I found out that it needs constant internet connection, I thought, well, I guess I have to like put it aside. And I put it aside for like 10 years. And you know what? My best guess is those scammy websites. Well, they're not scammy, they're just strange websites that automatically randomly generate those, you know, keys of activation for Steam. So basically every like 60 seconds they generate like random like key code and people just grab it. They don't care what the game is, they just like want the, you know, want the free stuff. So that's my best guess. Or maybe I have an Alzheimer's and maybe I did gave it to someone. I don't know. The thing is, I just have this disc for nothing. Just for aesthetics, I guess. So I have the game on the disc, but I can't access it. So I had to buy the game digitally again, because Steam support told me to fuck off. Like, yeah, but I'm not exactly aware of G2A. Like, I heard something about them being some website that sells keys, but those websites just generate, they don't sell, they just generate random thing. Also, there are bots in Telegram, I think, and bots on vk.com, which is like a clone of Facebook. So that's my best guess, that somebody just got the exact same key of activation on my disk. But maybe I'm wrong. Well, the thing is, they do exist. I don't know how they work, but they do exist. Also, there is this weird practice, or I don't know, practice. That's the right word. The weird practice of those guys on key selling sites go into some old distributor of discs, buying like the whole, I don't know, like all boxes that's left, like, you know, like a lot, and they just well, you get the idea. They just copy paste the activation keys from those discs and just sell them again. By the way, well, that's a side thought, not connected to the previous one. Like a couple hours ago, they released a new trailer for Stalker 2. Again, they have a lot of those trailers. And they revealed that the main character of the prequel, the Scar, the mercenary who named Scar, that he's alive, actually. And he will be in the game, like a NPC, or I don't know, side character probably. Which is nice. Also, this thing is the first gaming CD I ever bought. I bought it in 2005, and it's not GTA Vice City. It's GTA Vice City Lone Knight. It's a modification. I didn't know what modification is or was at the time, so I bought the CD, and yeah, instead of vanilla game, it has some weird zombie theme going on. Basically a zombie mod, but I never, finished it. By the way, I never played any zombie-related game. Well, maybe a Stalker, but they don't have like full-blown zombies in Stalker. They like 30% still human. They just have melted brains because of the this huge contraption, or how do you call it? This huge mechanism, huge antenna. Called brain scorcher. It's like the brain frying device. And when you kill those zombified stalkers, it's kind of heartbreaking to listen to their final words, because their final words sometimes it's like a faded memory of their families. So, like, you shoot this zombified guy, he falls down, and his last words like, "Don't worry, my little one, the daddy will come home." I'm trying not to cry right now. But games like Left 4 Dead, or I don't know, what else? Never played a single one. But I do have Left 4 Dead, but I don't have anyone to, to play it in cooperative mode. Okay, I think I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna, shut down the stream. And if you want to, we can continue talking on Discord. But I'm not insisting. Okay. How can I entertain you for the last 1 minute? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, here's a quick preview of my Stalker Clear Sky review, but it's in Russian because I haven't finished English yet. I just gonna show off for like 1 minute or so, and that's it. Важное предупреждение. Это видео не является профессиональным именуемой гибелью глаз. Создать впечатление системы и лору вселенной. Время проносилось мимо меня, своего нового кино в высоком итоге, возвращаясь весной того же года, крайне тяжелым, стрессовым, и является первый компьютер. И... Okay, here is some animation I did with some graphics, explaining my gaming story over the years. Я начинаю прохождение Half-Life 1. Заканчиваю прохождение после Нового года 2008. Затем, в том же 2008, прохожу до конца Half-Life 2. Затем, весной того же года, Сталкер Тень Чернобыля. После чего у меня еще несколько лет не будет никаких успехов в завершении прохождений игр, и вдобавок к этому я уезжаю в другой город на учебу в универе, и у меня начинаются негативные перемены в жизни. Раз в психиатрическую больницу. После больницы я начинаю в очередной раз пробовать проходить Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. So this guy over here is like a meme that called Welcome to the Nut House or something. И в итоге возвращаюсь к Deus Ex Human Revolution и заканчиваю его прохождение в 2013. После чего в том же 2013 заканчиваю Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. Затем еще... Okay, you got the idea. Конечно, вам будет... Я считаю выталкивание игрока от муз, на мой взгляд, не только и динамическая музыка, играющая во время боев, которая появилась именно в этой части серии. Those freezes, man. Локация состоит из старых треков, написанных исполнителем по имени Муз еще для Тени Чернобыля, а также новых, написанных композитором Алексеем Амельчуком. Here I explain the composers of the game, you know, who made music for it. So this guy, Muz, he's the one who made the original music for Shadow of Chernobyl. Well, and this is the new guy, Alexey Amelchuk, and he works at 4A Games right now. I think he's responsible for Metro games soundtrack. And, well, he's the guy who made the new music for Clear Sky and Call of Pripyat. Okay, never mind. Here's some memes.
You want to make my cock explode now?
Literally any guy when he sees a girl.
You want to make my cock explode now?
It's from Fallout TV show. Thanks. Okay. I think that's it. By the way, you know what? Never mind. That's all silly. Thanks. I probably already talked about it, but this whole project of Clear Sky Review is like a huge pain in the ass. Because I started playing the game on 15th February of 2021. I spent 2 years playing it, and since 2023 I can't fucking release this review because I'm a moron. So I also spent a lot of time on editing before I started editing the review. And by that I mean, here's the thing. So when I started playing the game, I was new to this whole, footage recording thing. And I recorded everything. So if I played for like 1 hour, I recorded the whole hour, which was dumb. Because you had to watch this whole thing and edit it out, So I spent a lot of times on editing these 46 highlights. That's about 6 hours, 20 minutes of useful, interesting material. Well, somewhat interesting material. And at least 1 hour of this bullshit is the same mission. The same mission when I try to, storm the base of bandits on the swamps, which is dumb. And the dumb thing is, I was keep doing that because I was keep on doing these huge breaks between gaming sessions, like 2 months, 4 months of no playing at all, and I was keep forgetting that this particular base is it's just bugged. It's just bad game design. So no matter what you do to this base, bandits will always respawn that. So your bodies at Clear Sky group, they will never take that base. No matter how hard you try, they will never come there. And I was keep on, shooting these guys. So at least 1 hour of this huge 60 gigabyte bullshit, it's just one mission, and me being dumb. Okay. Also, here's an interesting medical fact to end this stream, because not everybody knows, but this have to be said. So here it is.
Men have balls?
Okay, now you know. Okay, I think that's the end of the stream. It got really awkward. Okay, one more meme for the road.
We're all frightened and horny.
Once again, just for you to remember. The whole human condition explained in 2 words.
We're all frightened and horny.
Okay. Bye-bye.